All right, I'm going to make a real quick video now to show you how we install the transfer case guard under a new Suzuki Jimny. So transfer case guard, super important, obviously, to protect the transfer case from any rocks that are going to hit it. If you're going up a riverbed or down rocky tracks or through rivers where you can't see what you're crossing, then a transfer case guard is super important. Even better, our transfer case guards come with steel mounts to mount the transfer case. So originally, like a lot of vehicles nowadays, they come with mounts mounting the transfer case that are made of cast alloy. That is a fairly weak solution, light but fairly weak. A good, rock strike and the transfer case mount will break, and that can really wreck the day. So what we see here, there's a couple of mounts. So there's the guard underneath there, the transfer case mount for the driver's side, which is on the left, and on the right is the transfer case mount for the passenger side. So looking at the transfer case under here, here's the driver's side mount, here's the passenger side mount that goes across the exhaust. So here's the driver's side assembly of the transfer case mount. This bit here mounts to the transfer case itself, and you'll see we've put those bolts there mount to the new guard that we put on. So there's two on each side. These are the rubber, bushing mount things that come off the original transfer case mount. This is how these assemble. You'll see in the next shot though, that mount at the bottom there, we mount to the transfer case. No, sorry, the mount at the top, that one there, we mount to the transfer case before we assemble it all together. So yeah, good, solid, strong transfer case mount. You can see it's fairly well reinforced there. So you see we hold the weight of the transfer case with the jack there, and you can see the mount that I talked about before. That's bolted to the transfer case now. Bolting that on there just makes it easier to get those four big Allen key bolts done up. So these are the transfer case mounts. This is the original one from the passenger side. This is the new steel one from the passenger side. We whipped this rubber mounting bush thing off here. We put it onto the new steel one, and that's pretty straightforward, just the one bolt. We can see it in place here that runs across the over top of the exhaust. Fairly straightforward to install, and it's got the two holes for mounting the new plate underneath. And no, pretty straightforward. Not going to have too many issues there. Here's the transfer case guard in place. It's nice, tucked out of the way, not intrusive. It's good, solid piece of kit. So really protects that transfer case in there. They are a bit of a fragile item. You don't want the whole weight of the vehicle sitting on the transfer case, especially if it's a sudden impact of a large rock. That can really wreck your day. Really wreck your day. You'd be stranded in the middle of bloody nowhere and wishing that you had one of these on your car. So fairly easy install, pretty cheap insurance to be fair. So yeah, any questions or concerns when you're mounting these things, feel free to reach out through Instagram, Facebook, email. Always happy to jump on a video call and have a look at what you're doing. If you've got any issues, see where we can help solve those. So yep. All right. Thanks for watching. Hopefully this has been super helpful. I'm sure it has. It is a bit of a daunting task having to change the mounts of the transfer case, but when you see it like this, it's actually not a big chore at all if you're doing one at a time. All right. Thanks again. Cheers.